What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? How are you all doing? Hope you're well. It's Friday, match day tomorrow, 5:30 versus Good evening. He will be hitting the Emirates, back to his old stamping ground. Villa, going to be a tough game, and we'll get into that shortly. But please do hit the likes, subscribe if you're new around here, and thanks to everyone who has been commenting, liking, and subscribing. Legends. Anyway, let's talk about Cisco. This yesterday. Oh yes, Arsenal are getting him, going for on loan, obligation to buy. Oh, it's a cert, it's a done deal. And then his agent comes out and he says what he is talking about media, what he is talking about Ornstein, what are you talking about Charles Watts, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm naming these is because they go to the press conferences and they just haven't a clue. They don't find out any news at all. It's just like, yes sir, no sir, how you doing, Mr. Arteta? How are you? Are you well? And what the hell? Like, ask questions. Jesus Christ. Do you not have, like, these are journalists. I'm only a fucking idiot who just comments on, yeah, we're linked with this one, we're linked with that one, yeah, it's a good sign, and no, and that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't know these agents or clubs or anything like that. Surely you should be able to get a contact, an agent, and find out stuff. My God, it's just ridiculous, because they hardly ever get it right. Hardly ever get it right. The Raheem Sterling is a pure good example of it. And Kyle Walsh was talking about, we were on doing a live stream last night, and Kyle was 100% right. He told me about 2 hours before anyone, there was nothing in the papers, in the media, online, on social network, nothing about Raheem Sterling. He told me, Del, we're getting Raheem Sterling on loan. I was like, you're winding me up, mate. What happens? And then Ornstein breaks it, or one of them clowns, you know. But yeah, anyway, that's me enough said about them dopes, you know. So yes, Sissoko, his agent just comes out, goes, what he is talking about, that's not happening on loan at all. Sissoko's not a loan player. He'll be bought or sold whenever this summer, whenever, when he feels ready to be sold. And yeah, it won't be a loan deal at all. So for me, that deal is dead in January. May come back and check it out in the summertime. That's if Arsenal don't sign a player this time. But look, we'll see, because none of these clowns have a clue what's going on. And speaking of clowns, Ornstein is probably the biggest one of them all, with his mole on his face, fucking there bleeding, saying, yeah, he knows this and he knows that. Oh, I've just heard this and I've heard that. You've heard nothing, mate, because everything you say is just rubbish. It's just a complete lie. Like, stop lying to Arsenal fans. You know what I mean? Oh, Ornstein said this. Right, nothing has happened. I'd say he probably got about, he's mentioned about 20 things. He may have got one right. Just a useless bit of information. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm going in hard on them is because they're in the press conference, as I said, and they must have no fucking contact with anyone else at Arsenal. Fucking fools. And what he's after saying is, this is what Arsenal must have sprinkled. Give Ornstein something there, keep him happy. Oh, an 18-year-old from Rosberg in Sweden, or wherever they're from, wants to join Arsenal. That was the headline. Wants to join, that's they want to join Arsenal. Are you fucking serious? What 18-year-old kid does not want to join Arsenal? Please tell me. So every fucking 18-year-old young fella on the planet wants to join Arsenal. And this fucking clown is releasing a statement that some young fella, I didn't even look at his name, because who gives a fuck? We've enough 18-year-olds with Skelly and Inwari. You know what I mean? We don't need to be bleeding money in it. Like, you know, anytime they want a player, they'll keep going every so often. Oh, I'll release this and release that and try to get the feeders out and see what's happening. Saliba again, it's in the papers. Even you know, it's in a lot of media outlets, social and all this sort of stuff. So I said it ages ago. I said it I think it was before last season. Madrid will come for him, because Mbappe, the links with Mbappe. Mbappe's dad used to coach Saliba when he was a kid. Saliba used to actually play up front, by the way, with Mbappe, and then he moved him back into midfield, and then someone else moved him into centre half. Just useless, I suppose, information. But yeah, the link there is strong. I don't want to give it any more traction, because I'll be bleeding heartbroken, because for me, as it says, he will be world class fairly soon, because he's that type of player. We all know, and I don't need to beat the band over it, like, you know what I mean. Zinchenko, Dortmund loan with the obligation to buy. Agent has held talks with Dortmund. Zinchenko wants a regular, he wants to be a regular footballer, and that's fair enough. Thanks, Zinchenko. See you later, mate, and I'm stop talking about you now. Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich. He's on 182 grand per week. Free agent in the summer. Yes, be excited. Be excited, everybody. Yeah, no, don't be excited, because he's not going to Arsenal. The Pool are after him, City are after him, Chelsea are after him, Man United are after him, Barcelona, and then Real Madrid are after him. He's going to Madrid, folks. Let's be honest about that. And that's not me just going, I don't have any contacts anywhere near Madrid, anywhere near his agent or anything like that. It's just me using me fucking head, that's all. Unfortunately, yeah, he's going to Madrid, let's be honest about it. Yeah, enough talking about him. I want to go talk about, and this just actually proves the shite that they'll actually write and try to just get clickbait. This is all it is, we know it, it's just annoying, I hate it. The clickbait is Evan Ferguson, that's who they're talking about now. Evan Ferguson, Arsenal are interested in him, a loan deal. Yes, maybe with a transfer obligation or a potential transfer in the summertime, but loan him now, and that's bullshit. It's bullshit, because Arsenal cannot loan another player from a Premier League club. The max you are allowed is 2 in the division. We already have 2. We've Neto from Bournemouth, isn't it, or wherever the fuck he came from, and we have Raheem Sterling. So that's your 2. You can't have any more. But the media and the click fucking wankers, the tabloids, are just trying to get Arsenal fans on it, because we all look at transfers and we're dying for a striker and stuff like that. But Evan Ferguson is not going to Arsenal on loan. Now, if they try to buy him, that's a different story, but they cannot get him on loan. It's as simple as that. And it just shows you, like, you know, the shite that they talk, and it's just clickbait and it's frustrating and stuff like that. Anyway, Arsenal game on Saturday 5:30, live on TV. We'll probably need to get a result. I'm very nervous about this one. I'm more nervous about this one than the Spurs game. Spurs are shy and Villa are a better team. That's my opinion. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one. They're on fire. Like, you know, the Ollie Watkins only scored there the other day, and you know, they're start getting a tune out of that midfield as well. And Martinez always puts in a shift against us, especially to prove Arteta wrong, to sell him. My score prediction, well, actually I'll do my team first and then I'll do my score. Ray in goal. Obviously I'm going with I'd like to see Tierney still again, and it's taking a bit of the, not the pressure, not that he needs it off him, but, like, you know, give him a breather. He's only young fella. Skelly, you know what I mean? I love the chap. He's becoming one of my favourite players at Arsenal. But I'd like to give him just a breather, just a step back, because he is only 18. Just let him fucking relax, let him realise what he's doing, what he's playing for, and let Tierney in there. Tierney done really well the other night when he came on. You know, and I'd like Tierney to get a chance, because, you know, it's suiting playing against Villa, because Emery knows exactly the way Arteta's going to play. Throw in Tierney, it'll mix it up a bit. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't know, but then the usual Gabriel, Saliba, right back, Timber. I do believe that they've all trained and stuff like that, so I think it's okay. The midfield, I'll go with Rice, Partey, Odegaard. Partey played well the other night as well, actually, and keep him in centre midfield. Even if Timber was injured or anything like that, throwing him back in there. Seriously, he's played his best football in centre midfield. Don't take him out of it. Jesus Christ. Where am I? Yeah, so Rice, Partey, Odegaard, and then up front, and I'm going to say it again, I said it the other day, Sterling for me is shy. He's just shy. And I did start him for the Spurs game, and just that instance where he was running with the ball and he just stopped. That, to me, you don't play for Arsenal again, mate. That was just ridiculous. You bottled it, you don't have the legs, and even though you're only gone 30, but that's what it said to me. It screamed that, you know. So I don't want to see him anywhere near it. What I would do is, obviously we go Martinelli, Trossard, and then it's going to be Havertz up front. You know, that's how bad Sterling left a taste in my mouth of the shitness that he played. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's Havertz back in again for me, and I think, to be honest with you, I think that's going to be pretty much the team, apart from Kieran Tierney. He'll start Skelly, so I'd say that'll be pretty much the team. But anyway, my score prediction will be, I'm going to be positive, because I'm going to be positive, but I do think it's going to be a fucking tough game. I'm split here between a draw or an Arsenal win. The lights, the camera, the action, Saturday live on telly, fuck me weekend up. Yeah, I'm going with a draw. I'll go with a draw. I'll go 1-1 draw, unfortunately. But if there is to be a winner, I think Arsenal could scrape a win. But I'll go Havertz to score. Havertz to score. Let's be positive. Anyway, please do like the video and subscribe if you're new around here, and also just check the stream we done last night. It was live on my channel, myself, Kyle Walsh and Warren. Actually a great stream, really enjoyed it, and thanks to everyone who dropped in and said hello and stuck a like in the video. Until tomorrow, I'll probably do a little reaction after the game. Until then, take care and God bless you all. Have a good weekend.